Okay, I don't know, nervous jitters before my leg appointment in the morning. I was called on like Monday or Tuesday asking if I could come in by the end of the month. I said no, I have work and I have meetings that I can't reschedule just kind of last minute like this. So they were a bit flustered that I wasn't going to have them sign off or like get paid this past month for my prosthetics being made, but they're not ready. Like I don't have them, so I don't want to sign off early and like guarantee them that they're done if I would have gone on like Tuesday or Wednesday. So I'm going Friday, the 2nd of September. I just spoke to my grandma, just kind of hashing over my like anxieties and insecurities about this appointment. And of course, Nico is here to yell. Okay, bye, Nico. About the appointment in general, that last appointment I had like 2 weeks ago, it really left like a bad taste in my mouth. Just not being heard or listened to or whatever for like the last year is super frustrating. Yeah, because I told them a year ago, as I've already mentioned in a different video, like I like my covers how they are now. I just need them the same for these new legs. And that just didn't, that's not what happened. So I went in my phone a few minutes ago and made a list of the things that I could think of from the like 2 weeks ago that needed to be adjusted. Like my left socket was falling off, so I made a note like I need moleskin or this like fabric we were talking about to put inside. So when I'm doing like stairs or stepping off a curb or something, like lifting my leg up, my leg won't fall off on the left side because that would be really problematic. It was already a problem before when I was testing them out like at the beginning of August. And it resulted in like my elbow locking up, which is a whole other story that I still need to film about. But anyway, so the left leg needs like material put inside the socket. The right leg, the cover, he like molded it to the right size of the prosthetic, but even in the few moments I was walking in between the parallel bars, it was coming down because I wear those cosmetic stockings. So that was frustrating. And I want to say like when I first had these type of legs made like in 2012 or 2011, they tried to do that then. And I was like, no, it's just going to fall down. Like even if it is molded, like it needs the security of Velcro to kind of keep it in place. There were like knees put in, and again, like I've thought about it now for 2 weeks and like I don't need them, and they were more of a hindrance in walking because it grabs again at the cosmetic coverings. Of course, all these motorcycles are going around right now. Anyway, so I'm gonna have those like cut off or shaved down or whatever. Like luckily it's material and not like my leg actually. What was the other one? Oh, I'm bringing a pair of leggings and a pair of jeans, and I'm trying them on because when I put the new legs on at that last appointment, they seemed a lot more, I don't know, like robust. Like they seemed a lot wider, and I'm used to my legs being a certain like shape. So maybe I should also bring like a little measuring tape so I can get my point across without it. I don't know. I feel like I have to find a way to get my point across without being rude or like, I don't know. I feel like I don't know. That's most of my anxiety is trying to tell them what I want without it feeling like I'm being bossy, which is more of an issue of just me as a woman telling a male provider, like, this isn't what I want. And that makes me really uncomfortable. And I feel like it shouldn't when I'm almost however old I am. So yeah, I'm bringing those things along. I have these like rib stockings that go on first to kind of smooth out the appearance of the legs overall, which isn't that like super necessary, but it's just kind of what I've done for the last decade. So just adding those in. And they were supposed to order more stockings, but I guess most of this like rambly video is just talking about like anxiety around like asking for what I want. But my grandmother reminded me like, you can either ask for what you want and end up wearing these, or you can just bring them home and then never wear them because you didn't ask for what you want, which is a very good point. That has happened before. I think I ultimately did wear those legs, but it was like 3 years later, so that was not the best. Like, I essentially got to the point where like a bunch of stuff on like the previous legs was like breaking, and then I was too embarrassed to go back because I didn't start wearing the new ones, so they would have been like, why did your foot break? Like, you just got these, whatever. So I don't want that to repeat itself, even though I was like 19 when that happened. I just don't like how they're made initially, and then whatever. I never wore them until it was like my only option. So we'll see. I don't know if I'll be signing off tomorrow. It seems like they kind of fit me into like not really an appointment time. Like 8:15 isn't a time that they normally give out. Like, it's either like right at 8 o'clock or 8:30 or whatever. So I think I'm kind of being fit in, thinking that I'm just gonna like try them on and say they're good to go. But I already know that there's like at least 5 things I need to figure out. And as I was telling my grandma, this like whole video is because of talking to my grandma and just like wanting to share these ideas with like maybe other people who go through similar like medical equipment type appointments or whatever, just generally medical equipment or just medical appointments. I can't talk. I lost my train of thought. So the place I'm going, the tech who's been working on these, like, is off at school now, and he won't be back until next summer if he does come back. And then the other, like, prosthetist person was let go. Like, she was under the impression she'd be doing orthotics, which is completely different from prosthetics. So her skill set was just different than what was needed there. And she did do, like, 1 or 2 fixes for me, but it was a lot of me being like, here's exactly what you have to do. And I'm not the prosthetist. I have a lot of experience, like 6 years. So I don't know how likely it is that these like few fixes will happen tomorrow and I'll actually like bring the legs home. I think if I bring them home tomorrow afternoon, perhaps, like I'm going in the morning, so maybe they could do those while I'm working and then I can go back and get them. I could potentially switch over to them and have the new legs for whatever, the next 5 years. Or if they're not done tomorrow, then I'll probably hold off. The next 2 weekends are weddings. One of them is here in my state, and then the other one is in the Southwest, so completely different terrain. I don't want to try to learn how to walk in new legs for a wedding and family, so I guess we'll see. Another point, which, like, don't just settle because they tell you something is done for your medical device. Oh, Matt, you're in the background. It's fine. Like, sign off on them when they work for you and not the other way around. Just signing off on them to sign off because they want you to isn't. Doesn't really help you. And it's just going to be my mantra for the next 12 hours until this appointment happens. But hopefully my update is better when I do finally have them, either this weekend or whenever. I'll get some footage of what they look like finished, how I'm walking, kind of the thought process of like as I'm learning to walk. Because it just is a lot of like little things that I'll be like perfecting. Stairs will be a main one that I'll have to figure out, getting in and out of a vehicle. I might have to switch which vehicle I'm driving for a little bit until I'm adjusted, just because there's more room in my like previous vehicle that Matt or my husband uses. So that is one option. I'll most likely, like, I'm bringing jeans that I currently like have worn in the last year or two to this appointment. I'll most likely need to go get more because I haven't worn them in like 3 years. So just in general, like a new pair of pants or something, so I can maybe say what I look for in pants. I mean, I'm not like super trendy or anything, but I like my pants to look a certain way. And I'm not sure about shoes. I normally just like for work, I mean, it's been a long time since I've had to go into the office every day. Like I only go sporadically at this point. But wearing like slip-on, like Van type shoes are really easy to either dress up or wear with pants or whatever. But I'm honestly most looking forward to wearing jeans again because it has been like a good 3 years since I've been able to wear them, and I would wear them every single day. And I'm finally in a job where I can wear them every single day if I want to, but yeah, I haven't been able to since like 3 years ago because I am just like constantly taking off the left leg. Yeah, just trying to like calm my like anxiety. Just a slight update. I'm fully off of gabapentin now, so that's awesome. I've essentially been using like Aleve to kind of do the same thing, like help with a little bit of swelling and like some of the nerve pain, I guess, is somewhat helpful. But again, I'm not a doctor. I'm not saying anyone should do that. It's just what my doctor and I talked about, so that's what I'm doing. I'm noticing maybe some of the swelling in my body has started to go down, and I was just kind of looking things up, and it says typically 3 days from your last dose, you'll maybe start to notice some of the like swelling has changed or dissipated or whatever. But I took it for 4 years, so I'm wondering if it'll be like a little bit longer. Like I'm sure there's still some like remnants of it in my system. But yeah, those are all the updates for now. If I do get the legs tomorrow, I'll try to jump on and film something. I'd like to film the process, but I don't know, it's just kind of a weird time. Like I'm in and out of like clothing. So like, I don't know if that's necessary or if I could find a good way to do it. If I was just gonna wear like shorts the whole time, it would be easy, but since I'm planning, I don't know, I'm just kind of thinking aloud here. Yeah, there's just a lot of mental like capacity and like work that goes into getting new prosthetics. So yeah, just a lot. I think if there's any specific questions that people want me to answer, I don't know how many people like even watch these like in any sort of regular capacity, but if there's like specific questions about what I do when I get new prosthetics, I'd be happy to answer some of those. Maybe I'll go back and see if anyone's left me any questions. I know there's been a lot of encouragement, which is much appreciated, because outside of just my legs, I've had a lot going on with, one, coming off of gabapentin for the residual like nerve pain. That's not even the right, phantom nerve pain. I already forgot what it was for. And then, excuse me. And then my left elbow has been fully identified as having moderate osteoarthritis, so that's been the bulk of my energy, is like making that feel okay, and when it locks up, it's just excruciating. So I don't have a whole lot of capacity for new legs at this point in time, but I'm ready for new ones, but like it's not the first thing that I'm concerned about. But yeah, hopefully some good updates to come. And I will see you all next time.